What's up? My name is David Symes. I am the CEO and founder of South Valley Trash and Recycling. I'm also a real estate investor and the owner of Financial Hustle brand.
We are live at Kicking It ATX at the domain. Of course, this is Millennials in Business, the conversation.
I started reading books when I was 19, when I was living in Atlanta, Georgia. And I was working at Wilson Leather, and my assistant manager, he was like, man, David, you got the look, you know how to talk to people, but you just need to read. And I'm like, I ain't reading no books. I ain't reading no books. I kept pushing him off. And so one day I was like, you know what, I was at Books A Million. And I was like, you know what, let me just pick up a book. My first book, and that really changed my life and how I looked at things, because I had a spinning habit, was Kevin O'Leary, 50 Common Mistakes Between Men, Women, and Money. Mm-hmm. That was the first book I read. And when I say I was glued to that book, I learned how to start saying no, because sometimes when you're making money or you got certain things going on, it's hard for you to say no to mom, to sister, to cousin, to this and that. So I learned how to start saying no. I learned how to start saving my money. I learned how to say, you know what, no, I don't need that right now. So I think that right there taught me discipline of money and how to structure my future a little bit more better than what my parents or my siblings had. And it always starts off like, no matter what business you get into, no matter what segment you're in, everybody is just going to tolerate you. You can come to somebody and say, man, watch this, I'm going to own this building right here, and the next 5 years, watch this. Oh, okay. Right. You know, 5 years come, you own it, now they support you. So it's always like that, no matter what it is, they tolerate it and they support it.
Right.
The millennials at this time, I think sometimes the older people think that they're too. You're never too old to learn, and you're never too young to teach. Yeah. So I think sometimes you have to understand us and the generation that we all are in, and understand that sometimes we may know more than you now. You know, because back when you was our age, you didn't have all of the social media, all of the opportunities that we have now. Then, so. You know, sometimes you can kind of be stuck in your ways. And my uncle was like, I love him to death, but like when I be telling him, I'm gonna do this, how you gonna do that? You know, it's because it wasn't, no one in the family did something like that. So it's like every time I do something, it's breaking that curse, I'm breaking it. So that way my little cousins, my sons, my niece, and you know, my family members can say, somebody did it and didn't have to play sports. Somebody did it and didn't hit the lottery, or we seen him go from this to this to this to that. I think you need social media just because that's how you get attention. I mean, that's what we all need to be successful, is attention. So if you catch the right attention, and then, you know, then that's how you grow your business. That's how I was able to expand to Seattle, because they Googled Doorside Trash, and my name popped up on Google.
Wait, say that again. Tell them where you expanded. You expanded where?
To Seattle, Washington. So when I got the phone call, I was like, who is this? Like, from where? Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, we can do it. I had no clue. Flew out there, stayed out there for 3 weeks, and thank God it's going great. This, I forgot the guy's name, but I was talking to him, and he was like, because this is when I first started my business, and anytime that I had like a challenge, I would kind of like block myself. He was like, let me tell you something. Never say no, say yes, figure out how later.
There you go.
Figure out, because you got to think, when you're back against the wall and you got that pressure, that's when you become more creative. You start to figure things out. Okay, I got to do this, let me put this play together. So it always works. So always say yes, figure out how later. You know, because you will figure it out. You're forced to figure it out. Because you don't want to lose the business, you don't want to lose what you just gained. So you're going to figure it out. As I've been growing my business, I've learned not to have expectations.
There you go.
You know, because if you have expectations of, I'm going to get this business because I know so-and-so. Or this person over here, I know him, or she know her, and then I can get in like that. Don't have no expectations for everything will go as planned. have to not care if you get it or not.
Right.
Like right now, I'm reading a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And it states in there, you gotta go into situations of not caring if you get the deal or not, because it's almost like they know that you do not care by the confidence when you go into a situation, that they want you, they want to chase you.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I didn't have nothing, when I was starting my business, people didn't think that I would be here where I'm at right now.
Right.
Now they backed out, following me,
That's
talking
right.
to me. It's like, I was trying to talk to you and trying to,
Right.
now you want to be part of my success, but I wanted you in my process more. In my office, I have everybody that I ask for help. I got every email. I got every person that lied to me. I got every person that could have helped me, didn't want to help me. I got all of that up here and written down. And even in my process mode, when I was trying to get help from people and try to figure things out, and you can just sit down and just look at somebody in the eyes and be like, these people don't know nothing I'm saying for real. And then and then you can feel that, you can feel the energy in the room. And so I always had a mindset like, one day you're gonna see, you're gonna see, you're gonna see. And so now it's paying off, and the hard work is just paying off in dividends. Having a mentor is great, but the thing is sometimes we don't have enough time for it. So at the same time, you got to put the time into yourself and just keep pushing yourself to know, like, I'm gonna get there one day. Whatever that there is to you. Yeah. One thing that I personally had to overcome with being in business is the color of my skin. Just being real. Being here in Tech, when I was here in Austin, is the fact that some don't go into a situation thinking because they look different than you, or maybe older or whatever, that you lost the business because of your color of your skin. Now, in some cases, I probably did. I probably did. I can't say that's 100% inaccurate, but I probably did. But just reverse engineering your mindset to be like, I'm different. I stand out in this room, and then you shine bright and you talk your talk and you just keep going from there. All money ain't good money. And all business ain't good business. So I think, with me being seasoned into my business now, one thing that I can say is having patience is the main thing, because the thing that you wanted, you'll find out 6 months later, you'll be like, dang, you hear what happened with so-and-so with that deal?
Yes.
You be like, man, thank God. I wanted that deal, but man, thank you. In 5 years, I see myself going residential, because right now we work with the apartment complex.
Oh, okay.
I want to give back to the youth, like less fortunate kids and single mothers. Being a mentor at schools. 5 years. Being a great father to both of my boys, great husband to my wife. And just taking Dorkside Valet Trash to the next level and just expanding my brand and National Hustle. So that's my plan, and just keep learning and just keep putting value on myself, because I feel once you put value on yourself, can't nobody take that away from you. And you're a walking bank at that point. And so just creating more content for my social media page, inspiring people, motivating them, and that's what I see myself doing. They watch me, they may not be liking it, they may not be commenting, they may not share it, but